no different than Spirit being Alliance. Alright. This little old lady says, yo, CW, someone is saying you are this. Justin M. Gilman, Esquire, or SESQ, whatever that means, guy from Gilman and Gilman. Is that true? Bless your heart, little old lady. Let me tell you a story. Now, this is all I know. Okay. CW's mom and dad ran a law firm, but when CW got out of college, he didn't work for them, which probably goes back to them institutionalizing him and him having to see a psychologist. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to hit the phone. CW thinks I'm shaky-handed. He doesn't know I have a camera on a bouncy cord. Isn't that funny? Anyhow, the point is one night, Chanter, in a fit of rage, cursed both of his elderly living parents and said it'd be easier on him if they were dead. Okay, now, in the meantime, Chanter tells his friends a story, and it goes like this. Is that Chanter was so upset with his dad for suing the people that fired CW, because everybody wants to know, where was CW a lawyer? It's a burning question. Inquiring minds want to know. I mean, he works in some little office that looks like his basement. What do we know? He doesn't answer the phone, blah, 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 may I help you? I mean, like a real person, you know? Nobody calls him, except for his wife, who says, get the fuck home. What are you doing cackling with all these bitches? Okay. So, this Gilman and Gilman is very possibly the law firm that Chanter was let go from, fired, whatever. Now, his dad sued them multiple times and lost. That embarrassed the hell out of CW Chanter, that his old man was trying to intervene, because I'm sure that Chanter knew he was guilty, and then his dad would find out. But that's all I know, little old lady. So, let me know how that progresses. Okay, now, Crystal ASMR gives us the TV guide for the week. I love the TV guide. I miss the TV guide. I want to know what's going on. I want to see it across the board. So, tomorrow we have David Wilcock live on Jimmy Church. Let me say that along with everybody else Chanter talks about, that theoretically you have to be in with before you know what's up. That's an absolute inversion of the truth. I have never been interested in Jimmy Church or any of these other people. They're co-opted and they're controlled. And I'm sorry if that hurts anybody's feelings that likes to get argumentative. Okay. Pyramid 7 says they've never attended one of these parties. See, here's something else everybody needs to wrap their mind around. I'm trying to help people, even though they don't want me to. I've known and been involved with this advanced technology that's obviously two-way video communication, no doubt. But here's the kicker. Like when I'm busting Chanter's chops, there's a network that picks it up. And even though you want to call me shadow banned because nobody knows about me, it's really a protective hub. And they show the evidence because I represent myself pro se. Because the system's rigged. So, hey, and let's tag in real quick. Today, October 5th, or the 6th, it's Saturday, Out of Mind is tweeting off the chain. And he just shared something about, and I didn't read it exactly, but now the government can just, you know, video you live.
whenever they want. So tag it. It's been going on already. And he acts like he doesn't know.
Third-party experts.
And of course, he knows me quite well.
Scientists.
Gets a lot of intel off listening to me.
Remote viewers. What the hell do I know? Nobody tells me nothing.
Right. I'm irrelevant.
I know what's going on because I'm at the center of it and watching from the periphery. And this is why Chanter hates me and thought I was boogie or a data hacker. And invert that. They stole my data. Get it? Okay. And they knew that I was true. And they didn't like it because it fucked up
11 months ago.
And, you know, Chanter.
See how much trouble happened?
See,
11 months ago.
All these people are falling off because he's getting them.
I guess that'd be...
ironic, isn't it?
November of 2018.
It is a party, especially when you have third-party, non-judgmental people looking at it that never had any interaction with either myself or Sir Chantelot. See, that's fair. That is what I was promised on 9/1/2014 during the phenomena. That the battle between the forces of darkness and light must play fair, must be equalized. This is what they told me. And when they say they, I can tell you who they is this time. It's a neighbor of mine. His name is Robert, not Bob, which is not his real last name. And the night of the phenomenon, and he manages the Little Caesars next door, you know, that got set fire to. At the same time, Church Street was getting set fire to when the Hair Emporium was under attack and the house was under attack. And you know what the firemen told us? That they're just going to let it burn down. Don't worry about it. We put a camera on them and poof, what do you know? Water hoses got turned on. Pissed me off. Okay. But anyhow, lost my train again, went too far down the road. Got other things on my mind. Let me look at the chat. Jackasses, shilled, Soros paid, pre-planned destruction, satellite networks manipulating the news. Yeah, it all rings a bell. Okay. Terry doesn't trust Teresa at all. She is a smooth talker, very intelligent, but I'm sure she has a hidden agenda, much like the whole Corey Good, David Wilcock group. You damn well better tag it, that's the truth. Because Corey Good and David Wilcox will also be found that they're involved in this same material that was hijacked, that I gave freely. But see, when you give it freely, that doesn't mean that you fucking rape it and shit all over it and claim it as your own and start making money on it, now does it? That's the point to take away. Alright. Breach has got a hashtag called NeverTap. I'm not even saying it, Arbad, because I don't agree. Alright. All this UFO stuff is a direct attack. This stuff is CIA, pure evil, and PSYOP. Hey, DeReal. For real, you need to realize that unidentified flying objects are something that was developed after World War II. Each country got a different shape flying object that they were allowed to fly around in. Now, in the meantime,
reverse engineer
we've got
also.
some off-planet family, and obviously they had technology like that, and I don't think they were very happy. Let's say if you're whoever you are and you fly around in a circle thing, and then some jackasses on a different dimension, or say right here on the Earth, fly around in their round thing and blow shit up, and then they blame it on the family that's not here on the planet that cruises around and around thing. It's pretty heavy shit. Okay. Crystal ASMR says, at Terry P, I disagree on the intelligence point. She talks a lot and says very little. LOL. Exactly. That's like last night when someone asked Chanter, was he an experiencer? He brought a story of drunken party night adventures where he saw something gray in the middle of the road and continued to talk about it for 15 minutes and basically just talked shit as usual. Cliff High says judo teaches us well, keep your enemies close. Agreed, Cliff High. And for real, you are, dear man. I'm glad you're in there. And you're tough and you can handle it. Plus, I think you think it's funny. And I've never talked to you, and no, we don't know each other, and you're not my friend on Facebook, but spiritual family doesn't need to go through traditional means. And I have a feeling that you're like some funny guy uncle or something. I'm not quite sure. But for anybody that doesn't know, Cliff High is a technological genius that developed the web bot. Okay. Breach says, Llaneros buried in layers of NDEs. This little 31 girl is buried in layers of near-death experiences? Really? Crystal ASMR says a lot of empty words and demagogic language. I know, they shit all over the truth, didn't they, sister? Terry says, I agree at Crystal ASMR, but I think that takes talents and brains to keep it up for long. Bingo. Tag it and hashtag play the game with us. Breach says, Crystal, yes. Daryl comes back and says that's why it's not just about UFOs. This type of blue chicken cult is in many, many forms, and the shadow behind it is what is important to see what we are fighting. Exactly, Daryl. Exactly. I know that there's good people in this chat. Man, 4 months ago, you wouldn't have found intelligent conversation here. But, like I said, I always knew what was going on. Dan Dolson says it, Terry P, different vibe. And Crystal says, just repeat the same blabber. Right. They love the C word. Tag it. Breach says, at Crystal, I am listening now. Right. Some people can actually hear me talking in the pixels. Randy brought that forward. And I knew it was true to begin with, so guess everybody else needs to try to figure it out now. Terry says her tell is not it. Wait. Terry says her tell is her anger, though. She turns pretty quickly and seems to have a caustic tongue. Breach 123 says CW's tired. Give that man a due. Breach, it's Diet Mountain Dew he likes. Don't get it twisted. Terry says that's okay, Dan. One of us will be right. LOL. Crystal ASMR. At Terry P, she doesn't know how to stay in character when confronted. Okay, so Crystal confirms Terry's message. See, because you don't want to get paranoid and think somebody's talking about you. So that little sweet Teresa, little cutie patootie with the fancy fake smile, seems like she drops on a dime and might have the same kind of lack of control over their inner temple. It's okay. Breach 123. I'm about done with Teresa. Good. Terry P says, but she deflects really well. Right. Because she knows it's here. I've already put it on my, shadow banned list of evidence, which is no more shadow banned than the man on the moon. I think they protect me from the jackasses. It's more like that. Turnabout's fair play. Keep it equal. Robert Elder says, keen observance at Crystal ASMR. I agree, Robert. David Buckwalter. I tried to watch the Sue's videos. She was so nutty and I couldn't get what she was saying.
Davey
Well,
can't
David,
stand me.
that's because you're a schmuck.
Right.
But you're trying to keep the old story up that I'm nutty.
Yep.
Just because you're a moron doesn't mean that I'm not intelligent.
With a
and
big
truthful
blackhead
and honest.
worm trying to
So fucking
break out of
blind
your
sideways.
cheek. Ugh. No
Crystal
hygiene.
ASMR says, I'm studying about true wisdom. I'm trying to be away from empty words. The wise speak little and say a lot. Breach 123. She should come here. She just signed off. Thursday is a big disclosure on F2B that would be Fade to Black from Teresa. Oh good, more for the TV guide. Now, you see, I've already been given the down low on that by a trusted source that gave me the heads up about Thursday. So now we're going to tag that. That source knows who they are. It's a dear friend of mine, a spiritual brother that I love. So, now I have a piece of the puzzle because I already knew Thursday was going to be a big day. But it's not because this little ding-dong is going to bring anything important. Oh no. It's going to be something much more entertaining.
Right, like her running
Little
away.
old lady says, yo, CW. Someone's saying you're just, oh, we already did that. Are you repeating yourself, little old lady? Sup guys says, Jasmine's been watching vids where peeps are putting their DNA results in DNA land and getting closer results to family lore. Italians who are showing their Spanish once again become more Italian. That's because we're all cookie babies. Maybe that's another way that they tampered with us. Durrell says the metacult that Corey Good is using, he made it about chickens, but the subject is immaterial. It's the global pattern. Tag it. Terry tells that little old lady to use all caps, and CW will see her petition to him since he runs the community on YouTube.
And the Lawyers Guild.
Breach says at Crystal, someone called her a chameleon. David Buckwalter says Disney going to finish Corey anyway. Breach says, oh David, I hope so. Robert Elder says, please put questions to Chanter in all caps. Now here comes little old lady, asking her question about the Gilman and Gilman firm, and asked him, is it true? I didn't hear him just address the little old lady.
One N or two N's on Gilman.
Crystal laughs. Breach 123 says at Crystal, Teresa already doing drops for Jimmy Church.
Yeah,
Right.
Jimmy Church is awful quiet too this last, 4
Robert
or 5
says
months.
no at little old lady, which has really nothing to do with Breach, I'm just saying. David Buckwalter says CW has his own shingle. He doesn't have partners. So what David's saying is CW has his own practice. He does not have any partners. Well, he was never a partner of Gilman and Gilman. He was let go or fired from Gilman and Gilman.
Tag it.
And his old man sued whomever may be Gilman and Gilman. So I hope that answers everybody's question.
Oh, yeah, and one more thing.
Eric N says Chanter's name
Davey
isn't Justin.
feels
No,
like
it's
he
not.
won't
It's
be brought to
Benjamin.
justice because he's not in
Sup, guys?
the same
Retracts
country
their
that
message 'cause
the
he
person
knows.
he's attacking
Breach
is.
says happy days.
I'm in the
Dan Dawson
U.S.
says guns.
of
Hey,
Missouri.
Dan.
I mean, Missouri.
Don't ever try to think.
He's over in Scotland
that
or
we don't have the
Ireland
right
or
to
one of
bear
those
arms if we're
places.
mentally stable. Anyone that's a thug in a gang, or is retarded has no business with a toy like a gun now, do they?
Or
You
a
can't
vote.
treat everybody equal because everybody's not equally using their intelligence.
That's the big
We all have equal potential,
point.
though. Some of us are too damn lazy.
Most.
Eric N says, seriously, though, church goes from Rappaport to Llaneros. What a huge downgrade. Chris Jones says, good's a distraction. Mario Heat says, sanctions are coming. Oh, Dan Dawson wants to bring up their voting on weed tomorrow. Hey, Dan Dawson, do you know that the Nazi company Bayer, aka Monsanto, wants to make GMO weed that will actually make people sick? Don't ask me if I'm voting, because I'm not.
And if you get a medical marijuana card, then you're basically saying that you have a mental illness and you need to be medicated. And that is not the case. That's the loophole that traps the ding-dongs.
Ed says CW fixed his clock. That's why Ed's late, because he didn't. David loves somebody and thanks for lifting his spirits. I think you just got an energy loose, David Buckwalter.
Right, he got his rocks
I
off.
think you sucked the life out of intelligent conversation and people.
Yep. Tag it,
Seek
Davey,
Ross says
Bucky.
CW Chanter, your Wilcock could be the base for a decent walk-in. Remember, everybody, David Wilcox will be on Fade to Black tomorrow.
Yippee.
Somebody said he looks like he's got a plastic face and a different hairline now. You know, as a hairdresser, I could pop over there and check it out, but I already know all the tricks, so don't ask me to waste my time. Love you. Cheers. I need some tea, man. Alright. We gotta do another show. It's 11:45. I start after midnight. Do.
See why they had to hack into my
Great show.
YouTube now? Through my Gmail?
Rames had
Through a
good
third
time.
party app?
And he's that octopus. You know about the octopus that sucks the life out of the globe? Rames connects to some dirty deals done dirt cheap. You can see it in my last live stream. It's on my YouTube channel. It's also on Facebook. Enjoy
Hey,
it.
there's nothing wrong with paying a prostitute, even if it is a young man.
CW.
They were all talking about it. Chanter,
Who's this
Omni,
Gary
and
McDou-
Rames.
Oh, wait.
Bring them in and
Gavin
question them on it.
McDouchey.
Jeez, they took the video down years
Mario
ago.
says he's angry. I think Mario's angry. Breach doesn't know who that is. Solar Marshall says the knockout guy. Tag it.
This is all supposed to be a
Yeah,
joke.
Buckwalter.
I don't think it's funny.
Oh, he'd be interested. Sure he would.
And I
Solar
do have a
Marshall
sense
says,
of
"Why
humor,
not,
as you
man?
guys
Do it."
can see.
Gata says, you make them look cute. Yeah, they make these really nasty commercials behind, you know, they hide them and they
Hiding behind
belittle
memes,
people.
right,
And I'm sure
DeFango?
they've done it to me.
Hey, that.
People are fools.
Let me turn this down.
All right.
That DeFango, or Merlin DeFango,
Really loves this
he made a
show.
great video on
Solar
how
Marshall loves
he
this
stacks
show.
memes with all sorts of weapons of warfare, electronic wise, He's
Thomas
something.
says turn on the
Live
light.
streaming in an airplane, bouncing off satellites.
Okay.
What
we
a
did it.
fool.
I'm just scrolling back up since they like to kick it around on me.
I
So
hope
are
the
Marshall's
government is
upset
live
about
streaming
Corey
this.
Good, Randy Kramer,
People
AKA
need to know.
Captain K, and all those guys are such frauds. It's like the pot calling the kettle black. Most people are frauds and they don't even know it.
What about it, Out of Mind? Are you a good guy? Or are you a bad boy?
Oh. Now this person, no fixed
Because, hey, Out of Mind,
claims that
the
Corey
one link I was
masturbated
going to
from
check out
addiction.
today warned me. It's not even
That's
safe.
serious words.
Don't touch
You
it.
got
I said,
proof?
okay.
You got evidence?
I won't.
Because everybody knows what adrenochrome is. And that's very slanderous.
Yeah, they
I'm
make it
acting
when
like
they
somebody
terrorize
not.
people and scare them to death.
You
It's
don't spell
natural
fast like
adrenaline
that.
on crack. They love it. It's not just from babies.
Enter Emery to cut the grilled cheese and talk about it forever. Right. All you schmucks talk about is buttholes and schlongs.
Short slongs.
44.4 inches my ass. Chanter's member is probably 4.4. Because like we discussed, 6.5 is average, and he is surely below average.
Right. Which is why he likes dudes. He
Ew.
can't satisfy a woman.
Will you cut my fries for me? Corey Blade. Right, they try to push things to get them trending and to draw views. He'll have the peanut butter and jelly with the crust removed. You know, I never ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in my life, Robert Elder.
Maybe Elvis liked it that
Just
way, they
peanut
say.
butter. One piece of bread, peanut butter on top of it.
I mean the crust.
Replicators, blue avians. Blow me sideways, you goofballs.
He liked peanut butter and bananas, right? I mean, that's what all the magazines said.
David PBC Events, shout out to Mr. E for exposing the trannies on TV and movies.
What about on YouTube?
There's been boys in dresses since Pimpin' been pimpin'. I don't know what this has to do with this chat.
Oh, it doesn't. But it has to do with people accusing me of being a boy in a dress because I have a low voice.
Ross says, C.W. Chanter,
Tag it.
remember Linda Morton Howe has gravel in her voice.
Who?
CIA women look like trannies. Really, David? What do you look like?
Ugh.
You know, when I
UGLY.
first spoke online, I want to bring this
He ain't
up
got
'cause
no alibi.
it connects to this bogus, low-level coded
Isn't it
message.
amazing how I
first
respond
video
before
I
it
did.
actually happens when I respond?
A troll came
That's how true the story is.
and said that I must be
And it
a
actually
boy dressed up like a girl
is
'cause my
abusive
voice is too
and offended
low
my spirit.
to be a woman's. Tag it.
Just like a woman. Well, you can be a man and have boobs. Shoot.
No fixed path is going to be torn if Chanter streams at the same time as Defango. Hey, David is really important. He had an ex-CIA agent try to connect today, and he won't do it. Oh, then why are you here looking ass in this live stream? Tina is turning 80. I assume you mean Tina Turner. Well, hi, Kathy. I'm getting ready to be done with this stream, but if you're interested in the big action and you're going to be up tonight, I will be going live on YouTube. You know, YouTube's free. You just go over there, you know? The name of my YouTube channel is Sophia's Emporium. And
That's right.
mine has to go live, and I'll bring all sorts of fun action. We're just closing this one.
Oh, and I will go live.
Documenting evidence and going over the live stream chat.
Like in October of 2019. I can whenever I want. I'm just catching up. So with that, I'll see you guys real soon. Thank you and adios.